All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to another live stream with Mr. Poseidon. I am Mr. Poseidon and my lovely wife. Hi, honey. How are you?
Hi.
You getting better, right? You tested negative for Corona?
I'm tested negative, but I still feel the after effects.
Yeah, I know. So do I. That's why we're still drinking our tea. Mr. Pineapple's on the side hanging out.
Really
but we got to drink our tea, man. We drink lots of tea.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's talk a little fishing before we start. New Jersey's been rocking it, boys. Rocking it. I heard in the last few days there's been nothing but blitzing going on. I heard some bad news today, though, that there wasn't a lot of blitzing going on. The peanut bunker, were all over the place, but the fish weren't around. Now, my theory is on that, they've been munching the last 2 days. I mean, munching. So basically, maybe they'll be around. I'm heading down there. I'll be down there Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll be in Island Beach State Park. Anybody want to join me, come on down. I got quite a few people coming down to meet me. We're going to have a good time together. And even if we don't catch fish, we'll end up at the burger joint with a nice beer and a nice burger over there and good stories to talk about. Other than that, we'll be fishing hard. I can't wait. I'm always psyched to go fishing, guys. Super psyched to go fishing. Other than that, our guest today is going to be Michael, Fishing for Cows. If you guys follow him on Instagram, and if you don't, follow him. He's a great character, good guy. He's going to grad school. He's a really, really good guy, and he fishes really hard, and he catches the big fish, which I love, love, love. All right, so other than that, let's say hello to a couple of people. That means the shades come off and the glasses come on. Here we go. Yeah. James Flynn, what's up, buddy? Spoof Crew, you know it. Joe Albanese, greetings from Seaside Park. I'll probably see Joe down there. Joe will be down there all week. Hardcore fisherman, loves his Jersey fishing. Joe was the one who let me know today that the peanut bunker are around, but they really weren't around today. Well, let's hope by tomorrow they'll digest that food and they'll be waiting for Mr. Poseidon on Tuesday. So let's keep going. Chuck Dumas. What's up, buddy? How are you? Ricky Perez, did I win? No, you did not. Not yet, Ricky. When we have the drawings, you will know if you win and it comes out of my mouth, Ricky Perez, then you're the winner. Other than that, stand by. We're going to be giving away 2 lures tonight, really quick. There they are. We got a gorgeous NorCalKat Demon Daughter. I'll be giving that one out at the end of the show. And in just a few minutes, we'll be giving away an RD Customs Plugs. That's Robert DiBona. He's up in Massachusetts. He makes beautiful product, as you can see here. I use his pencil poppers much, and I've caught plenty of fish on these. These are quality plugs, guys. And you guys know NorCalKat already. There's a 16-month waiting list, and you can actually get one of these tonight without waiting on that waiting list. So stand by for everything. It's going to be given out on my show. So we got Montauk 80. What's new, Mr. and Mrs. P? Greetings from Terrytown. Let's go. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Wormway, how you doing? D-Bar. What's up, D-Bar? How are you? It's been a while. Love you, D-Bar. Thanks for coming on my show all the time. Heinz Bolster. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Connor McGahey. Did I say that right, honey?
I don't know.
Elizabeth McDowell. Hello, darling. How are you? Nice to see you again. I know you're out there with your son fishing much. Who else we got there? Melvin Madrid, my man Melvin. I went out fishing with Melvin. When was it? About a year ago, we went out fishing together, and I remember there was 4 guys allowed to be on this main rock, and Melvin gave up his spot for me. What a nice guy. Got to get up on the rock. Melvin stayed in the water up to his chest. Thank you for that, Melvin. That's one night I will never forget, and a great fishing spot. We don't give away fishing spots here, do we? Give me a little money on the side. I'll tell you everything you need to know. Anyhow, let's keep going here. My mother, Mala Matisse Stumpos. Hi, Mom. How you doing? Good to see you, Mom. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you Thursday. Edwin Rivera. How you doing, buddy? Edwin, I know you're going to be joining me down in Jersey this week. Can't wait to get down there with you, buddy. We'll talk soon, and I got your package ready for delivery, hand delivery right to you, buddy. He won a giveaway a couple of weeks ago. Edwin said to hold on to it. When you see me, you give it to me. We got Striper Hunter. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. What's up, buddy? Rick Hernandez, my man. I posted a lure this morning of the New York Jets. Beautiful little lure. That was a metal lip That was gifted to me by Rick Hernandez, and I want to say thank you. Rick Hernandez, big Miami fan.
Oops, sorry.
I am a big Jet fan. That's okay, honey. You can leave it on. That was nice.
No, that was the last.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was the end of the show. Oh, that wasn't good. It's not the end of the show. Greg Pinellas, how you doing, buddy? Who else do we got out there? Oski, my man Oski. Night Shift Fishing. Night Shift Fishing. That's Matt from Night Shift Fishing. Oski and him fish up at the canal. I was up there with them, fish with both those guys. Great guys. I know Matt's going to have a video. It's coming out soon. Keep in touch with him if you want to know what's going on at the canal. Thanks a lot, Matt. Appreciate you coming to the show also. Mario Gandini. Mario had a post up yesterday on Instagram. He was down in Jersey rocking the fish. You could see him right there banging out the fish. Way to go, Mario. Thank you for that. I appreciate you all the time. And Mario is Mug 'em Up Bucktails. You can get your bucktails straight from Mario. That's right.
Did you see that it was Emily's birthday? Happy
Emily's?
birthday, Emily.
Happy birthday, Emily. There it is. Hi, Mr. and Mrs. P. And that's Matt, Night Shift Fishing's wife. Wonderful woman. We all went out to dinner when we were up there. Emily, happy birthday to you, darling. Many more to come. I know you're 17 today, and we won't say anything else other than that. Connor McGay, we said, fishing with Vinny. Vinny, what's up, buddy? He says, me too. Fishing with Vinny. I guess it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Vinny. That's right. Simsbury Soccer. Hey, buddy, we watched Ecuador win 2-0 today. If none of you know, my wife's background is Ecuadorian, and my father-in-law, very, very happy. So we watched that game this morning. It was the opening game of the World Cup. 2-0. Congratulations to Ecuador and anybody else who likes them. Ryan Wilk, good evening, buddy. How are you? Ronnie M, Odor Flow Edge. Yeah, baby. Scott Lawson. Let's talk about Scott Lawson. Scott Lawson is going to be featured in Surfcasters Journal. He's got a little, they're going to have a little story on him there. Scott Lawson is a plug builder from Massachusetts. Now, I'm going to tell you, this guy can build a plug. I have his plugs. I use his plugs. I catch fish on his plugs. Best plugs out there. Guys, I don't just say they're good plugs because I like the way the guy looks or maybe he's wearing tight shorts. No, that's not the reason. He makes excellent product. All these guys I'm talking about. I'm not kidding you. Don't waste your money on other products that I'm not talking about. Get the products that I'm talking about. RD Custom Plugs. We got Orlando tonight, which you already know, very famous with his demon daughter, hottest lure on the market. And let's talk about Scott Lawson. His pencil poppers, gorgeous, gorgeous. His gliders, I love it. And I always say Scott makes, how do you say it? Not original, but unique plugs. All his plugs are unique. I say that because they're handmade, guys. No plug is exactly the same, but I will tell you this. Every plug that he makes will catch you a fish. Thank you, Scott. You're great. Thank you. Oh, we got the one out there. What a nice lady.
The one.
Thank you so much, darling. We appreciate you. Woo! Big shout out for the one out there. Thank you, darling. You are wonderful for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me continue. I got to say hello to a few more people. Trail biker. Ocean State Bass Fishing. I can't say enough about this guy. Funny Instagram clips he's got. He advertises for a lot of the plug builders. And again, whatever that guy's advertising, I back him because he knows his lures, good products. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming to the show. Let's get started. Kevin Maltosa, what's up, buddy? I'm going to be fishing with Kevin Maltosa. You want to meet the cow bass, man? Show up to Island Beach State Park. We'll be there together. We'll be fishing. And I'm pretty sure the guy's going to pull out a 40-pounder. I'm crossing my fingers. I'll get my YouTube camera on that one for sure. Who else do we got? James Flynn, Brooklyn Fishers. What's up, my brother? All right, so let's get started right now. Let's get over Michael from Fishing for Cows. Let's say hello. What's up, Mike? How you doing? Let's put him on, honey.
Hey, welcome, Michael.
Welcome, Michael, to the show.
Hey.
Hi, guys. I'm
Yeah.
Mr. Poseidon. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, buddy. How are you, man? So we had a great little talk. We do a practice run the day before, usually, with people who are going to be on the show. And on that practice day is when I learned much about these guys. We had a great talk. This kid's a good fisherman. He's a good kid. You're going for your, your grad degree, Michael? Am I correct?
Yeah, I'm currently going for my graduate degree at Roger Williams in Rhode Island.
That's pretty awesome. That's pretty awesome. So let's start this off, Michael. Michael, how did you get into surf fishing? How did this all start for you, buddy?
So for me, it kind of evolved. It all started with my dad. He would take me fishing, and me and my brother, and we would go with like the whole family. And we started mainly up in Maine, throwing sand eels, weight, sand eel on there, and circle hook. And we started throwing those up in Maine, and from there we evolved to kayaking, trolling tubes, the red tubes. That was a lot of fun. From there, my dad got a boat, and we just kept on like evolving. And from there, we started. Big thing was getting live max, and throwing out live max, especially up in Maine, like around on shorelines, big whitewater areas, places with strong current. And so then I came to school, and I didn't know when I came down here how amazing the fishery was. And I got down here, and that's when I kind of learned what surf casting was and how big of a sport it was. For me, I started seeing fish everywhere, in Rhode Island, wherever you go. And then I just started seeing the people and some of the surf casters in the area. And I kind of evolved. I didn't want to buy like stinky bait and have that in my dorm room fridge. So I kind of had to evolve my fishing. And so I got into plugs, and started gathering up my surf casting gear and building my arsenal. And it just evolved slowly over time, to where I've become today.
So let me stop you there for a minute. We'll get into that. I know you also like to build your own plugs for yourself. I want to tell you that I love the part where you tell me about your dad, because I myself and many of us on here, our careers got started in fishing through our dads, you know. I love my dad very much. He's 96 years old. He's in bed most of the time, but he gets up. He's got his walker. We got one of those chairs for him at the house where it brings him downstairs and up. He likes riding that thing. But I got to tell you about my dad. You know, he wasn't the best fisherman, but he took me. He took me. And honestly, I never caught a fish with my dad, never. So I always, you know, growing up, I had this thing in me where I had to get out there and I had to catch fish. And because of my dad, this is the fisherman I have become today. So when you talk to me about your dad, starting out with the sand deals, kayaking, getting a boat, going with him, it must have been really great times for you, Michael.
Yeah, it really was. And I learned a lot from him, and he kind of got me going and started creating that love for saltwater fishing. And yeah, I've had a lot of really amazing experiences. And even with my brother now, he's come down to Rhode Island, and I kind of showed him what like surf casting was, and the difference from like what the other techniques I've done with my dad and him. And we had this one really memorable day where I brought my brother out in Rhode Island, and it was right before a hurricane last season, and we go out, and there's these surfers coming back from the spot, and I was surprised. I'd never seen surfers like in that area, and they were out there because the waves were so big. And we asked them, and we said, "Hey, is there anything out there right now?" And they're like, "We're swimming, like surfing in the fish. There was just fish everywhere." And so we got out there, and my brother and I were hooking up left and right, and we do like a little family tournament within the whole family. And so we see who can get the biggest striper by the end of the season. And it was funny. Him and I were just kept on getting inch by inch on each other that day, which it was a blast.
Nice. I really, you know, I like those stories, Michael. It's definitely a good one with your dad. And many of us have experienced the same thing that you experienced. It's times that you will probably never, ever forget, as me. Even though I didn't catch, I remember all the times going out with him. And when we didn't catch a fish, I remember him always grabbing me and bringing me close to him, kissing me and everything, and saying, "Hey, don't worry about it. We'll get a fish on the next one." And, you know, we never got a fish on the next one, but he made me the fisherman I am today. And I know, Michael, he made you and your brother, I could say, the fisherman that you guys are today. So I want you to tell me a little bit about your plug building. Before we talk about fish you catch and what, where I know you catch fish in Massachusetts. We're not going to talk about specific spots, but how did the lure building start for you?
For me, again, that also started with my dad. He started getting the setups because he wanted to get into it after I started getting into like the more plug side of things and introduced him more to the plugs from using like more live bait. And so I started off, we would buy blanks, or I would just carve them in the out of wood. And we have like a little like spray like a spray booth station built up, and then my dad built the rotisserie. And we started mainly with pencil poppers, needles. Made my first metal lip this season, so that was a lot of fun. It's a fun learning process, learning about how to make lures and like the balance, the weight, the colors.
Right. So basically, you make lures just for yourself and friends, you had told me. You're not really a guy who goes out there and is starting a business selling lures. Correct, Michael?
No, I don't make like in large batches. I've given them out to like some people, and it's mainly just for myself and
Got it.
To fill that arsenal, because I use a lot of lures throughout the season.
All right, so let's talk about your fishing and striped bass. Now, you guys out there, if you haven't followed Michael, please follow him. It's Fishing for Cows. You can see it up on the screen right there. He's on Instagram. See his pictures, see everything there. It's got all his info there.
Giant fish.
Yeah, and there's some big fish on there.
Shots.
So, what are you doing to catch these big fish, buddy? Because
Where
I want to
are
know.
the fish?
I'm sick of
Exactly.
catching 17-inch fish. Tell me the secret.
Yeah, where are they exactly?
Where are
Can you
they?
tell us?
No, don't tell us. I have a couple that are swimming around in my bathtub, but that's a secret.
What is the deal?
So because I mainly fish in Rhode Island, being at school, it was learning a whole new spot and whole new area. And I have to give a credit to a lot of guys. It's really a great community they have down here of surfcasters, but some people that really like helped me out learn the area and kind of like mentor me. One guy, Rodrigo, really great mentor. Stephen Payne, and then there's this guy in Rhode Island. He drives a red truck, and I used to call him the red truck guy. And whenever you saw that red truck, that's where you were supposed to be, because he knew exactly where the bait was. He knew where the fish were, and his name is Jim, and he was also another great mentor. And he taught me a lot about different plugs and like how to like read each spot, because the nice thing about Rhode Island is there's water everywhere. There's fish everywhere. But you have to really key on certain spots.
Right.
Within Rhode Island.
Yeah, I get that, brother. I get that. So, what are you catching these fish on? We can talk about that. You can give away that secret.
So this season, actually, for the fall run, I only fished during the day twice, and both times were only for albies. This season, it was heavily at night. That's when I was mainly going. And my main lure, my favorite lure is Super Strike Darter.
Beautiful.
That's my favorite lure. And then, but this season, the biggest ticket was needlefish. For some reason, needlefish were the killer. And the big thing this season with the needlefish was, I noticed, was the key thing was just having a teaser in the back.
Yeah.
That really helped. For some reason, I had one night, I was out there with Rodrigo and his buddy Juca, who's another amazing surfcaster. And Juco is hooking up at every cast, and we just couldn't get them to fully commit on our lures. And he actually He was throwing the super strike needlefish with a teaser on the back, and he actually took it. This is the actual one he was using. He took it off and gave it to me to allow me to catch fish because he had other ones, and it was really a great kindness that he did. And
I gotta ask
that's
you.
kind of why I love the community down here in Rhode Island. And
I have to ask you, buddy, the pencil popper. Who makes that? Who makes that pencil popper? Oh, excuse me, the needlefish. Excuse me.
So this is a Gibbs. My best needle this season was a Salties needle. They're heavier, but I like the wooden needlefish over the plastic ones.
Why?
Because like they're sinking. Like how fast they sink, the sinking rate. In Rhode Island, I mainly fish boulder fields and reefs. And one thing with Rhode Island, it's really weedy. The spots, a lot of them are full of weeds.
Right.
So if you drop too far, you're immediately getting stuck on weeds, or your line's getting weeded up. And so that's why also the darter was a really key thing, just having that subsurface presentation. They love that. And then another weird thing this season was when I first learned about night fishing was you want to throw purple, black, dark colors. That's what they want. But this season, my top producing lures was a yellow needlefish, salties, and then a light blue needlefish that I actually had found on shore last season and rewired, and threw a new treble hook on it and a teaser on the back, and that one also killed this season.
You know what, guys? I hope you're taking notes here because, I hear the stories too when people say to me, I like using dark lures at night. I like using bright lures. A lot of people on full moons like using yellows and blues, even greens, whites. And then in the back moons, when there's no moon out, people just go super, super dark on the lures. Everybody has a different taste, and everybody has different areas where they fish in. And again, if you watch the show a few weeks back where we had the Wolf of Rhode Island on, remember what he said, guys. In your areas, learn your areas. Learn the tides, learn everything. Learn everything there is to know about the areas. You should know what the fish are attracted to, okay? Especially in your area. You're going to be fishing there most of the time. I can tell you everything about the Hudson River. When it comes from March to June, I'll catch you any size fish you want over there because I know my areas. I know where to hunt for them and when to hunt for them. High tides, low tides, outgoing, incoming. I know it all up here. Now, when it comes to the beaches of Long Island, I'm not that familiar because I'm not out there every day. So when I got a gentleman like we have on tonight, fishing for cows, that's Michael, listen to what he says, pick up that information. So if you're going to be fishing in Rhode Island, give it a shot. Give what he's telling you. You heard what he said. Needlefish, very productive there. So, you got weedy areas there. Listen to what he says. Take the notes and get out there and go fishing. Mike, go ahead, continue, buddy. I don't mean to cut you off like that, but we got to educate the subscribers here.
Yeah, of course. I also love throwing metal lips as well down here. Those are a good one in the surf and like the calmer areas. The biggest thing for me with Rhode Island is there's some really amazing spots, and you kind of have to always have a rod, because you never know, especially in the fall run, when these blitzes are going to show up. You're just driving around. I'll be going to school, and I'll see a blitz going on. I'm like, I got class in like 30 minutes. How much time do I have to go take a cast?
Yeah, right. Right. Yeah. But that's cool, man. That is so cool that I know also Fishaholic was going to school out there, and he would do the same thing in between his classes. He'd run out for 30 minutes, catch a 40-pounder, come back and relax and take a test, Best way to take a test. Catch a 40-pounder right before. Guaranteed you'll pass that test. Mr. Poseidon on that mark for sure. So, Michael, tell me, so you're going to school right now, correct?
That's a good way to study.
That's a good way to study, absolutely.
Yes, I'm currently going to school.
And you're going...
this is my 6th year at school down here in Rhode Island.
And you were telling me what you wanted, what your major is. You can tell everybody.
Or maybe you don't want to
tell
tell
I'm going
everybody.
to school for architecture.
So, Mike, you're going to school for architecture. I remember you were telling me you're into the beach house building things, but to add your touch to it, and the touch is safety, correct?
Well, yeah, thinking about material use and recyclability of these homes. I mean, a lot of them, they're being destroyed by these hurricanes coming up the coast, and they're not lasting um, as long as they should be. And so you got to think about the safety of the home, how well it's built. And I think a lot of that comes down to the design of the home, the location, and the material use within the design.
Mike, we're just going to take 1 minute right now. Stand by, because I told everybody I'm going to be giving away an RD Custom Plugs. All right, guys. So right now we're going to give away the first of the 2 lures tonight. A beautiful lure by RD Custom Plugs. That's Robert DiBona. If you guys want to get in touch with him, it's 401-617-5912. I'll leave the description, everything on the bottom there. It's a 1.7 ounce pencil popper. It's got a treble hook, single hook in the back. Beautiful plug. I have this one myself, and I could chuck this a mile. I love throwing pencil poppers just for that reason, and I can guarantee you will catch a fish with one of his plugs. So let's do that first. Let's spin that, honey, and tell us who that winner is. Hopefully you'll be on and you'll win this right now. So go ahead, honey, spin it up.
Number 1 winner is there, Frank Salamone.
Frank Salamone, very nice. Frank Salamone, are you out there? Let's hope that Frankie's out there. If you're not out there, we'll spin it again, guys. Frank Salamone, let's go. Are you out there, Frankie? There he is, Frank Salamone.
Woohoo!
Frank, congratulations, buddy. Frank Salamone, ladies and gentlemen, has just won an RD Custom Plugs. That's right, on the Mr. Poseidon Show. Okay, let's get back. Frank, congratulations. I'll put that in the mail for you, buddy. Beautiful plug. And at the end of the show, we're going to be doing NorCalKat's Demon Daughter. We'll give that one away. I hope you guys have that comment there, and I know you guys are looking forward to that one also. Let's get back to Michael now again. Michael, going back to your schooling and your architecture, I know you were saying you're into building the beach houses, and your future thing is to make things better, stronger, so they can last. I know you were telling me they're building a lot of houses now on stilts because of the storms that we're getting in abundance more than we used to. So tell me more about that, because I am interested. I need a house built, Michael.
Yeah, I think we definitely have to explore that, especially with sea level rise that's currently going on, and overall climate change. We're going to be seeing a lot of changes, I think, in the future that we have to start looking out for, and think of design beforehand instead of after the fact.
Yeah, no doubt about that, buddy. No doubt. So let me continue on. I know you have a girlfriend, right? You guys been dating over a year right now, and I'm not pushing you to give her a ring or give her a ring, Michael, already. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But I know you're dating somebody right now. How's that going? Everything good?
Yeah, my girlfriend's name is Olivia. She's very supportive of the whole fishing thing, going out at midnight. I know it's not normal for most couples. But she's also been trying to get into the fishing thing and get out there, and it's a good way to be in nature and be outside. I much prefer it to being on the couch or playing video games. So, I mean, it's good activity to be outside together and go watch sunsets and sunrises. So, but it's nice. She's very supportive, and she's happy for me, and she knows I'm very passionate about it, which I think she also enjoys.
That's always important, guys. If you're single and you're looking for a girlfriend and you love fishing, make sure she loves fishing. Make sure she loves fishing. It's something that you're going to love, and you don't want that to contradict the relationship in any way. You want to be supportive of each other. I know Michael and his girlfriend, we spoke a little bit more yesterday about that. And he's a good guy, and he seems like he has a good girlfriend and supports him, which is a beautiful thing. I encourage you guys to get girls that like the fishing that you like. Always remember that. Also, I want to say hyper for Striper. I can't tell you. Thank you so much. Thank you for that donation. We can use donations. We're not getting rich on donations. It's just helping me get by. I spend a lot of money here on the studio to make everybody as happy as I can. We have the shows coming up, the Montauk Surf Association show. I will be emceeing that there. I will be giving a Van stall away there. Make sure you guys come down. Some of the best Northeast fishermen on the East Coast there will be there. The builders there are top of the line. Oh, my goodness. Just a lot of good stuff going on. Also, we got Surf Day coming up. That's in January. I think it's January 14th. I'll be at that show there. We'll be giving away another Van stall there. Make sure you guys come, man. These are great shows, great plug builders. I know RD Customs is going to be there. Vinny's Customs is going to be there. Just a lot of good plug builders that we can all appreciate in our fishery, our lovely fishery, which we call surf fishing. And we do love it, and I love it very much. I can't wait to go fishing this week. Anyhow, let's continue again with Michael. Michael, anything else that you would like to add that I don't know about yet?
You don't know about yet. Honestly, I learned a lot of things from your podcast and talking with, hearing
awesome.
from you and other people.
That's so awesome.
Nice.
Learning. One big thing with me is I'm trying to soak up as much knowledge as possible from people because everyone has their own opinion and their own tactics, the way they come.
So there you go, Michael.
The reasons I have an Instagram.
I'm sorry, buddy. Go ahead.
No, yeah. That's part of the reason I made the Instagram to begin with was I started seeing that like there's this community out there and there's these people that are crazy enough to go out in the surf.
That's right.
Wearing wetsuits and waders at middle of the night, can't see, throwing big plugs.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to learn from them. And so I created Instagram just to like watch other, like see like what lures they were throwing. And then I'd reach out to people and just be like, hey, do you have any suggestions on how to like retrieve a darter properly and how to throw a pencil and make it work properly in the surf? And a lot of people, they're pretty kind if you're nice the way you reach out and you show that you want to learn. You're not asking for their spots. You're not saying, hey, where are the big fish? Just asking to learn about like the basics. That was really helpful for me getting into the sport.
Yeah, I want to tell everybody, I hope you're taking notes again. Did you hear what the kid said? I know you're a good guy, Michael. That's why you're getting your grad degree. You know how to listen. And the thing is, not everybody knows everything. I know some of you guys know everything, and I'm not going to ever judge anybody. But the best thing you can do is take a little bit off of everybody because, honestly, you don't know everything. I am the only one who knows everything. No, I'm kidding. Don't let my wife hear that one. Anyway, it's good to take a little knowledge from everybody. You learn new things, and that's the way I am. I'll sit there, I'll watch a guy, I'll talk to him. Hey, he does that with his bucktails. I don't do that. Why does he put a teaser? There's just many things to keep learning. And if you can keep that part open in your mind, you will become a better surf fisherman, no doubt about it. Whether it's bow fishing, surf fishing, fishing from the river, fishing from a canoe, there's much to learn from everybody because everybody does something a little different than the other guy. And trust me, everybody catches fish out there. If you put the grind on, it's going to work. It's going to happen. So, Michael, I like you, bro. You're a very cool guy, very smart guy. I love that you're getting your education. At the same time, you're a hardcore fisherman, and you are, because when you say you go out there at night, I consider anybody who goes out at night a hardcore fisherman. It's not an easy thing to get out there at night. The grind is tough. You're not going to catch fish every night. Okay, maybe there are those guys that can get you fish every night, but for myself, it's a grind, man. The last month in November, I've had a tough time catching fish. I've been chasing, and I've been just missing. Let's hope this week I can get on some fish. I can't wait for that one. Like I said, I'll be in Island Beach State Park Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll be staying at the Island Beach, what's it called, honey?
I think it's the Motor Lodge.
Yeah, the Island Beach Motor Lodge.
Lodge.
You can get a room there for $55 a night, man. Just don't bring your girlfriends there. They won't like it. Other than that, you can get a room for $55 a night. Get out there. It's a lot of fun. I'll be there. I know Kevin Maltozo's going to meet me there on Tuesday. He'll be there for the day. You want to meet him? Come on down. You can learn a lot from Kevin Maltozo. Guy catches fish for a reason. He knows how to fish. Also, I don't know if Mario Gandini's going to show up, but who else? Edwin Rivera is going to be down. The guy, Edwin Rivera, listens and watches everybody from Bill Wetzel to Surfcaster's Journal to Alberto Keene. I mean, some of the top-notch guys, he consistently watches their videos and picks up a lot, and he repeats it all out there to us to learn some of those things, because those guys are legends, and follow those guys. Follow those guys on Instagram. You'll learn a lot. That's a giant fact. Also, Charlie the Wolf of Rhode Island, I don't want to leave him out. Another great fisherman. Follow him. You'll learn a lot from these guys. These guys are willing to give their information out. They're not tight with it. Just don't ask them the spots. It's your plan. It's your grind that's going to get you to the spot. Eventually, you're going to know. Grandpappy, what's up, buddy? I didn't say hello earlier. I didn't see you. So, going back to Michael. Honey, you want to ask Michael some questions?
Well, yeah. How about, people always like to know what is your setup, what you like to use as far as rod, reel.
Yeah, there you go. Beautiful, honey. I love my wife. Get a fisherman wife, guys. Trust me.
So this season, my main setup is an ODM DNA rod, 11 foot, and then I'm throwing for reel. I have a 200 VSX.
Nice.
And I recently upgraded the braid up to 40 pounds, just because I was breaking off way too many times in the rocks.
Right.
And I just wanted to beef that up a little bit more. And I really, some of my hits, this was another thing with this season. They were like, I was getting hits like almost like as soon as the lure was out of the water on my final end of my retrieve. Some big fish really close and shore this season. And the tough thing with that is they're right there in the boulder field. It's really easy to lose them.
Yeah, I too, when I went up to Massachusetts this year, I upped everything. I actually went up to 50-pound braid. I was fishing in a drop of 30 feet, and there was some big fish there. I got broken off, not at the braid. I lost my leader. You know, remember, always, guys, keep your gear prime. If you're going to get in some of these areas where you know you're going for the big fish, and we're always going for the big fish, you've got to be ready for it, because if you're not, you're going to lose the fish. Your gear's got to be prime, man. You get on a 50-pound fish, if your gear's not perfect, you're going to lose the fish. You're not going to bring it in. That includes hooks, hook sizes, strength, you know, everything. The leader, I love using 80-pound leader. A lot of people tell me, it's too heavy. Well, I like using 80-pound leader, at least 3-foot-long leaders for a reason, because when I'm up on the rocks, I like to wrap that leader around my hand. If I got an 80-pound leader, I'm not getting cut, nothing. I'm just going to reel that fish right in. And also, your knots, everything, please make sure everything is prime. Your swivels, got to be careful. Your swivel rubs up on the rock 2-3 times. It's getting jagged. And what happens is when you're fighting that big fish and that line goes over that little jackpot, boom, you're losing the fish. Keep your gear primed. Very, very important. And I'm not talking about schoolies here. I'm talking about the big fish, the fish that we all want. And if you get out there enough times, it's going to happen. It's going to happen to you. You're going to get that big fish also, without a doubt, man. You don't have to be a professional fisherman to catch a big fish. No way. You just need the grind. Get out there, find out the correct equipment, find out the lures that they're hitting on, tides, moons. Follow everything, and it's going to happen. I don't know how many times I can repeat this, but I'll keep repeating it, because in the end, it's going to make you a better fisherman. And also, I want to mention again, and I always do, because he's my mentor. That's Bill Wetzel. I've been out with him a ton of times. He's a great fisherman. He's a legend out in Montauk. He's probably out there right now fishing. Check him out. He's got his own blogging site, That's surfratsball.com. We'll leave the notices on the bottom of this video so you guys know. Get out there with him. If you've never been to Montauk, set up a scheduled trip with him and get out there. And I'm not just telling you to give Bill Wetzel business. Bill Wetzel's going to teach you Montauk. He's going to teach you how to be a better surf fisherman. You know, if you've never been out there, that's my number one suggestion. Get out there with the guy. He's going to teach you Montauk, and then you're ready to get out there on your own from there on in. I use him lots of times because every time I go with him, I always learn something new. You can get on a trophy fishing trip with him or a regular fishing trip. Talk to him. Give him a call. That's surfratsball.com. Also follow him on Instagram, Bill Wetzel. We'll leave all the information on the bottom of this video. So before we do the last giveaway, I want to talk to Michael some more before he goes, because the cat is a cool guy. I like him. Very respectable guy when I spoke to him. Michael, I want to ask again. Honey, do you want to ask him again? I don't want to interrupt you. You want to ask him anything else, hon?
We talked about the gear.
Don't ask him when he's going to get his girlfriend the ring. Don't do that anymore.
No.
Yeah, we talked about his gear. What else do we want to ask?
So does he go out? Is he going to go out fishing like now in this freezing weather that we got right now?
So she's basically asking you, Michael, do you get out there in the wintertime?
Am I still fishing?
Yeah.
I definitely know there's some good spot for holdover fish this year. And
Right.
I know about some spots in Rhode Island that I'm definitely gonna be attempting to go. Try to find.
Ooh, what was it?
Another thing is like the Albies, they were also here pretty late compared to last season. So it was overall a really good fall run. It seemed to die off like in the beginning. There's so much bait in some of my spots at the beginning. It was almost too much bait. You would just go out there and it would just be, it looked like it was just like the whole, like it would all be sparkling, all the water, and you just be hear bass slapping all night. And it was kind of tough those nights because they were so heated on that small bait. And then that went away. And I started consistently catching more fish once the bait kind of thinned out a little bit.
Right.
And then there was a pause, and then later in the fall season, it picked up again nice and strong and kind of finished out the fall run that way. So it was overall a really, really good season. A lot of really good fish. I actually have a good story about gear and why I think you should buy like the proper like gear and don't waste your money. With like why I got a Van Stall, why I got the wetsuit, was this season one of my bigger fish popped off at my feet, and I was like on top of my boulder, and my buddy's next to me, and he's looking at me like, what am I gonna do when the fish is about to go back? And I ended up just jumping off the rock into the water. I dropped my rod and just bear hugged it, and my buddy thought I was
I've been
crazy.
there.
Because the waves coming in, and I was in that whitewash.
Oh.
It was just me and the fish in the whitewash.
Oh
And
my God.
Wow.
then I came up with the fish, and he was able to grab a photo of me, and I found my rod. So that was nice, and it lasted me a little bit long. I had to get it serviced after that, unfortunately.
Oh.
Wow.
And I fished it pretty hard this season, so I definitely took a beating. A lot of salt water on that, and I still clean it, but that's the nice thing about those rods is you can put them through a beating and they're still real, so really reliable, which is nice.
It was very important what you said. If you're going to get started in surf fishing, my suggestion is if you're going to get in the water with waders and your gear that you're going to have on, it's very important to have a good fishing reel. Now I understand not everybody can get out there and get a Van Stall, but you can find good used products like at the show. I'll be at the Montauk Surf Association show. They have booths there. They'll be selling used Van Stalls. You just look around. It's a great reel to get started out in this business. And a lot of you guys might be looking at me like, yeah, well, what's the difference? You can put this reel under the water and reel all day long and pull it out, bring it home, sprinkle some fresh water on it to get all that salt off, and you're good to go. These seals are top of the line, guys. I have reels, Van Stoll reels that I've had for 8 years, 10 years, 12 years, and I've never serviced them. Even though one of them right now does need servicing. I know some water got in there. I'm going to be sending it out now for the winter to get it done. And I send them out to the Saltwater Edge. They do a great job there. So please, look into the Van Stolls if you're going to get a nice reel. And somebody mentioned before the DNA series. I also have a DNA series. I have the, the 2 to 5, I think I have. I'm not sure. But Gelso Pascarella is the new rod builder in town. This guy is dynamite. I'm going to go to his home. We're going to make a beautiful video. He's actually working on my new rod, which I am picking up. I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'll have it on. I'm going to show you guys. I can't wait to get it. And I left 3 of my rods there to get repaired. Everything is ready to go, and I cannot wait. I see there, Hyper for Striper says, I buy Stella because if I can't catch fish, at least I look good trying. I have a Stella too, but those you got to watch. They're not like a Van Stoll. You can't put them underwater. I love my Stella. Great reel. I use it all the time also when I know that I'm really not going to be in the water. What were you going to say, honey?
I like that Joe Pinto says, buy good, buy once.
That's right, Joe, without a doubt,
And I like
buddy.
Striper Hunter says, buy once, cry once.
There you go. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. So I like
funny, you guys.
I like that you brought that up, Michael. Thank you for that. It's always very good to have good equipment when you're out there. And if you can't afford the best, just be very careful. Try not to wet your reels and keep them dry. And when you come home, give them a nice rinsing with fresh water, and you'll be good to know. Also, D-Bar says, leave Gelso contact. I will leave that on the bottom, D-Bar. He's working on my rod right now, bro. I can't wait. He sent me a picture today, a little video of it on those wheels, and he's got my logo on there and everything. Gelso is an excellent builder. He is the protege from Lou Caruso, who used to build rods. Lou Caruso is recently retired in Florida. Gelso pretty much has taken over there, and I'm telling you, I know Gelso very well. He has his own contracting company. This guy does mint work, and it goes right through to his rods. He keeps that. The work is the first rod he's ever built to the last rod he's ever built is the same. He cares about the product, and I guarantee you'll be getting the best from him. No doubt, Gelso, you deserve that one.
Danny Morales, he showers with his 150.
Danny, you're funny, man. Danny's a funny guy. Danny is definitely a funny guy. Yeah, without a doubt. So, Michael, anything else that you would like to add to tonight's show? Because don't worry about it, Mike. I will have you again on one day without a doubt. You're too good of a fisherman not to. And we're going to have a big party, and I want to be invited to your graduation party. Bring a Van Stoll, start casting around the room. What's Mr. Poseidon doing? Get him out of here. Yeah, buddy. So you want to add anything tonight, Mike?
That would be awesome.
Yeah, man.
I'm happy to hear that.
Shout outs to
another
everyone.
thing that I feel like I do maybe differently than some people is with a lot of my lures, I only fish one single treble hook. And kind of like I take off the back hook, and that's mainly because I fish alone and I'm not trying to get a hook in my hand, especially at night. But I found that they work just as well. One hook versus having the dual hooks and the second one in the back. And I was just wondering, what's your opinion on that? I know it switches up how they swim a little bit, and I'm still working on exploring that, but I'm still learning.
Well, you just asked me about me. Now, I'm going to be honest. I love single hooks in the back, and for the same thing you said. I'll never forget, I was in Montauk once. I caught a bluefish. The freaking fish jumped out of the water towards me. Hit my leg. It was the very first cast. The trip just started, and boof, that second treble hook went right through my pants. The fishing trip was over that night. I carry all kinds of products with me. I got to fix it. I got to go out fishing the next day, no problem. But for that reason, that single hook is becoming very, very popular now. Not so much. I remember buying lures with 3 treble hooks on there, and there's still lures with 3 treble hooks out there. That's just out of control for me. Stripe is flipping all over. Those trebles are going. You got a better shot of getting that hook in you or in your gear. And I like the single hooks, dude. It's a fact, especially at night. Also, I want to say, Wormway, thank you very much for that. I appreciate your donation. Thank you to Wormway, buddy. You're the man, buddy. Thank you so much for that. Much appreciated, brother. And much appreciate your support that you give me on my Instagram account. Thank you, my friend. Michael, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, with that being said, also, I've been crushing my barbs. I learned that from John Skinner when I was watching his videos, and he likes to really do that and crushing the barbs, and it just makes it easier to like release the fish. And as long as I keep tension on, I've never really had a problem with that.
Yeah, without a doubt, man. And you know what? I want to say that I'm not a guy who's going to crush the barb, because just in my mind, I feel I'm going to lose the fish, and I'll tell you why. I have a YouTube video on my head. So imagine me fishing. A GoPro, right, a YouTube video. A GoPro on my head, and what happens is here I am, I'm fishing with two hands, and the fish gets hooked. So immediately what I have to do is watch my hand, guys. I grab the pole, I put it on my elbow here, and as I'm going up to push the button to turn it on, it's a quick 1 second. I'm walking back so I can keep that tension on. So if I had the barbs crushed, most likely I'm going to lose the fish. But it's really good to keep the barbs crushed. It helps when you're taking the fish off. But remember, you must keep tight lines on that, or there's a good chance you're going to lose that fish. Correct, Michael?
Yeah, totally correct. And I agree with you too, is like you also want to catch the fish.
Yeah.
And I have to give a lot of people credit, especially with you and filming while fishing. It is tough.
It's tough,
It is
man.
really tough.
People don't realize.
It takes a lot of dedication to go out and do that. That's why you, with like having a YouTube channel and going out there and fishing, it's really tough, because you have to also be catching fish consistently and traveling, and that's a lot.
Yep. And also I want to mention Ocean State Bass Fishing just brought up something nice. Crushed barbs is also great if you hook yourself. And that is a fact, brother. No doubt about it. No doubt about it, buddy. All right, so let me continue on here slowly. We're getting close to that 8 o'clock time, and I know a lot of people got a lot of shows on Sunday night that they love to watch. But when I have cool guests on like you, I do extend it a little bit. Michael, you've been very good. I much appreciate it. I've always wanted to get you on the show ever since I've been following you, and I much appreciate you. What says, Kevin Maltosa, happy to all, Mr. and Mrs. P, have to put baby to sleep. Thank you, Kevin. I'll see you on Tuesday, buddy. We'll have a great time fishing together. But,
happy Turkey Day.
Yeah, happy Turkey Day. Thank you, Michael, again, for coming to the show. Now, I want to end this in a... You want to put up the number? Maybe we can have somebody give Michael a couple of questions.
Anybody have any,
you know what? Yeah,
questions?
We'll put up the number, and we'll have a call in. Yeah. You might have to get this here, honey.
What's that?
The phone.
Here we go.
Yes. And let me put that on here.
Okay, here we go. We have the number up in the corner, 845-213-3895, in case anybody wants to call in.
Right on. Let me just get the Bluetooth set up. Okay, it's all set up. All right, here you go, honey. When they call. All right, so guys, give a call. Ask Michael a call tonight, and then we'll be giving away that NorCalKat lure that everybody's waiting for on. I got my man Orlando on tonight, too. Orlando's a great fisherman, man, from fishing to boats, fishing rivers, fishing oceans. The guy has fished all of America. I can honestly say that. He travels all over, and he's a wonderful guy, a slab of information. If you ever get a chance to speak to Orlando, speak to him, and he will give you lots of good information, especially areas that you want to get to, because I'm pretty sure he's been to most of those areas a couple of times already. So what was I going to say? Anybody, come on, give us a call. Let's go. Call the number. We never get anybody to call. Don't be embarrassed. I'll give you $2 if you call. No, I'm just kidding. So call the number. Give Michael a couple of questions. How about it? Somebody call. Let's go. There we go. Go ahead, hon. Tell me when you're ready and you got him on. All right, so other than that, while my wife's getting ready to hook him through, you got him, honey? All right, she's on. Okay, there she goes. All right, so I'm going to put him on.
Mr. Poseidon, I have to say, it is an honor to be on.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. You're a good man. We work very hard at this. All right, Tom.
Eric, what's going on?
How you doing, Tom? What's going on, my brother?
Go ahead.
Doing good. Hey, I'm just wondering if fishing for cows there, does he do any urban fishing?
There you go.
Urban fishing. Like how urban are we talking? Like for me, like I'm like near like up in the by Providence or like up Boston.
Yeah.
Tom, you want to just turn down?
Yeah, like
I haven't done much.
Providence area, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I myself haven't gone up too far up the river, up towards Providence or up in Boston. I mainly stick to the surf. I just have a love for the moving water, the whitewash, the waves. I know there's good fishing up there, but I'm really addicted to that surf and the adrenaline that it really gets going when you're out there.
Totally awesome. Totally awesome.
Right.
Tom, you got any other questions, buddy?
No, that's it. We'll let somebody else dial in.
Yep.
Have a good night. Thanks for having me on.
Tom,
Cool.
you're a
Thanks,
champ,
Tom.
buddy. Fishing champ. Thank you, my man. Bronx Surfcaster. You hit that right on the money, baby. All right, so anybody else? We got any other calls coming in, honey? I mean, I know it's busy there and the lines are popping like crazy.
That's it.
That's it for tonight. Anybody else want to call? Please call right in. We'll wait for one more phone call. Come on in. Dial the number. Do not be afraid. So I'm going to be having my second annual Mr. Poseidon challenge. It's a one-day challenge, this. It'll be held in Piermont in April. We haven't come out with the dates yet, but last year's, there we go. Last year we had a big success. Rick Hernandez was the winner last year. Great time, great fishing, super time. What we got, honey? My wife's on the phone right now, getting everything ready. It's great having a wife who can take care of these things. Find a girlfriend or wife that likes fishing. Don't let her bull crap to you, because once you get married, it's over. Ooh, excuse me. It's over. I didn't mean that one. It's the lemon.
Oh my gosh, I can't get this.
You can't get it?
No.
Why?
I don't know. It's not coming in.
It's not coming in? All right, I don't want to hold everybody up and bore everybody here to death. Let's
Sorry.
yeah, okay, I'm sorry about that. Let's do that giveaway right now. That's the Demon Daughter. That's by NorCalKat. This is a 6.25 inch, 2.45 ounce. It's a high float. It's a beautiful Demon Daughter. There it is. Let me put the overhead on so you guys could see it. There's the signature right there, NorCalKat, high float. Beautiful. These are probably some of the hottest lures on the market right now. Everybody wants one of these. There's a long waiting list for this, but I got very lucky. I ordered mine early, and here they are for the giveaway. So let's do that raffle right now, that common picker, honey.
Hold on, Michael.
Spin it up, and let's see who the winner is tonight on this one. Good luck to everybody out there who left a comment on last week's live stream.
Last week's live stream. Okay. So, okay.
Spin it up, honey.
Boom. Gelso.
Gelso Pascarella. We were just talking about you, Gelso.
Oh my
Yeah, buddy, Gelso. All right, Gelso Pascarella wins this gorgeous Demon Daughter here by NorCalKat.
Is he
I don't
in the
know. Let's see.
comments?
I didn't even look. Dory, Gelso, are you there? He was here earlier, but if he's not here now, you're in trouble, Gelso. There he is. Gelso Pascarella.
Yay.
Congratulations, Gelso, on the Demon Daughter. Guys, Thank you, everybody. Michael, would you like to have any shout-outs before you go?
Huge thanks for having me on. I love what you're doing with the community and of surf casting and like kind of bringing it together and bringing awareness to it. And it's very educational, I have to say. I'm learning a lot from you and everyone that you're having on.
Thank you. Thank you. I
keep on doing what you're doing.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you for being on the show.
Michael.
We'll have you on again. Hopefully by next time you'll be in some record books with some 60, 70-pound fish on a NorCalKat, that is. Or even an RD Custom Plugs. Or even one of the pencil poppers. Hey, Scott Lawson Laws. Make sure you check him out. We'll leave a description also on the bottom. Scott Lawson Laws. Great stuff. Guys, I'll be seeing you guys at the shows. Make sure you're there. That's the Surfcasters Association show on February 19th or 18th? 18th. I'll be at the Narragansett Surf Show. Also on January 18th? 14th. We're flying all over the place, but we're going to be there. We'll be giving away the Van Stalls. Make sure you show up. Thank you, everybody, again for the show. Thank you to Michael. I'll see you soon, buddy. Good luck to you fishing out there and everybody else out there fishing. Right. Mr. Poseidon, let's go. Let's go. Let's go fishing. I'll be out there, Island Beach State Park, Tuesday and Wednesday. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Bye.